Greetings. In my last video, I showed you how I made $10,000 in my first month of trading, right? But in this video, I'm going to show you what most traders, most internet people won't show you. I'll show you my loss. Because right after that month, I ended up having my worst month. So in this video, I'm going to show you about my biggest loss. Let's get into it. Okay. Hopefully you can see my share screen. I'm not going to beat around the bush. All right. You can see right here on the screen. Blah blah blah. It's doing fine. Doing well. This is in the future. But so in April, my last couple were okay. But prior to that, you'll see from the 23rd and actually even on the 24th, yeah, add these together, quite a big loss, right? We're looking at what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all of the big numbers after it, call it 14, 15, we'll just say 15. 15 grand loss. All of this was on the 23rd, and then this one was on the 24th. Poof, right? Magic, fairy dust. Dang, 15 grand? Was it 15 grand? Yeah, 15 grand. It's crazy. So, as you can see, it's easy for stuff to go up in trading. It's also easy for it to go down. So, let's talk about how we got here. Big loss, how I lost a month of earnings in one day. Crazy work. All right, agenda. We're going to do the autopsy, right? We're going to go through how it happened, root causes. I'll give my thoughts on what led to this happening, and then the mitigation. What am I doing now to try to make sure that doesn't happen again? And then the secret. All right, the autopsy, right? Numbers in the trades. So basically, during this month, I won 49 of my trades and I lost 9 of them, about 85%. Doesn't sound bad, except when your losses highly outweigh the amount that you made from your wins. So if I add up all the money I made, which was $20,000, sounds great, right? And I could have just showed you that and be like, dang, he made 20,000 this month. Indeed, but I lost 24,000. So pretty much I ended up netting about negative $4,000. So that just pretty much wipes out, all of April and cut into some that I made in March during my good month. So in just 2 days, I lost $16,267 with just 4 trades. And we're gonna talk about it. All right. What were the root causes? What happened to the money? So big things that change with me between the month of March and the month of April. Um, Politics, right? That was something that was happening. On and off peace talks with Iran and presidential social media escapades. What I mean by that is, if you're in this world, you're aware of all the Iran stuff that's happening, oil prices going up and down, and the rest of the stock market being affected by that. In addition to that, our president has a habit of getting onto the internet and social media and posting different things that quickly change the direction that the market's going. Whether it be, oh, we're in peace talks, the war is about to be over, everybody's feeling good, to, oh, nope, they crashed, we're going to destroy the other country, to a level they've never seen before, all these grandish, terrible proclamations, right? All these things are just messing with the market, made it very hard for me to pick my spots and, quote unquote, predict what was going to happen. Because, at the end of the day, I'm new at this. And I mean, even people that are older to this were getting their accounts blown up as well. It's a part of the game. But I'm willing to learn. So it is what it is. Relocation. So before, when I started this, I was in East Africa, right? I was there for work. But a thing about being in East Africa is I start working, the market opens pretty much right when I'm about to get off of work. So I'm able to just go to my room, chill out, pull up my charts, and just kind of watch how the market goes and make my entries and my exits based off of that. There's no, I don't got no kids. I don't have work to be done because this is after work because of the time difference. But now that I'm back here in North America, right, in Alabama specifically, I have a 16-month-old. She takes all the attention in the world. I have a 15-year-old, and I have a wife. So, we've been back, we've been moving around, getting back used to each other. We've taken a couple trips. We went on a cruise. I had a work trip. Lots of things have been going on, but because I was in that mode of trading every single day, I tried to keep doing that. I quickly realized that I can't do that. Um, let's see, did I put that on there? Yeah, right. Day trading with a wife, 15-year-old son, and 15-month-old daughter is difficult. Because honestly, one of those trades, I got into it, and as it started going south, I would have normally exited it, to very much less than the amount I was going to lose on the trade. But I was out, shopping with my daughter. She's running around. I got to chase her. She can't touch the ground because she tries to run out of any door she sees. And, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours go by. I don't even notice. I open back up my phone and I'm down thousands of dollars. So that happened a couple times, honestly. And it was like, okay, after losing a lot of money, I realized this is not Africa. I cannot, I don't have the attention nor the time to day trade like I was. This isn't going to work out. So, mitigation. What are we doing? How are we going to prevent this from happening in the future? So, I changed my strategy. So I'm no longer doing day trades. It's stuff sways too quickly with day trades, and honestly, I really haven't even been able to pull up trading views since I've been back, just because I don't have time to sit and draw my lines and chart anything properly. So it's very difficult to do that. But I would like to keep getting my experience with trading. So I've gone back to how I actually got started with this, and it's by swing trading. What I mean by swing trading is, instead of having my expiration date be the same day or the next day, I'll make my expiration date 7 to 10 days later. What this does is, whenever news happens or time goes by, the market, well, my specific options trade doesn't change as quickly. And then the other side of it is, even if it does change, as long as I'm picking the correct direction over time, uh, my trade can still end up being positive. So because of those things, I've gone ahead and switched to swing trading. And what? So honestly, what was interesting was, when I first started learning about all this stuff, and I was doing all my YouTube research and my AI driven research. AI, my AI coach, I built my AI to actually coach me on trading instead of just, answering whatever random questions I ask it. It told me that I should be selling anytime my investments hit negative 100%. And I didn't like that, because I was like, well, sometimes it gets close to 100%, but it's not necessarily close to my max loss number, in which somebody could exercise that option. So I want to keep letting it run so it has time to fix itself. But now that I've been through it, I was like, you know what? All of these losses I was taking, that you guys saw, all of those, the percentage that I was losing was so much higher than 100%. I hit 200, 3, 5, 700%. Those suck. You lose so much money at once. Whereas if I had only lost, $1,000, $2,000, off of a trade, I'd be in a much better position than I am in right now. So I understand it now, right? Um, I do need to go ahead and just cut my losses. A lot of study that I've been doing on different traders. Winning is easy, right? That's what I did in March. Losing is very difficult, because you have to know when you're losing and go ahead and accept and announce, hey, I'm a loser. I lost this one. And go ahead and cut yourself off at whatever dollar amount you decided is your lose number. Most people blow up their accounts, most people being me, by getting to that lose number and then hoping, right? Now you're starting to rely on hope that it turns around and you get your money back. So let's not do that in the future. All right. 80% rule. So stay 85 plus. So basically, with my vertical credit spreads, honestly, before I even get into them, it gives me, this number isn't concrete, obviously, but basically it's saying there's like an 85% chance of profit for whatever position I'm about to open. So my hard stake rule is to never do anything less than this. Even if I see some that are there for 80%, 75, 70%, and I still think it's not going to go to that number, I'm still going to put my number at whatever the 85% rule is or more because well, obviously, since I lost the money, I'm not doing the best at predicting the market at the moment. So the higher chance I can have, the better. Honestly, the way I'm performing lately, I might need even go up to 90+%. Basically, that means I'm going to have a smaller profit, but I'm also technically should have less losses. So that's kind of the thought process behind that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you don't understand anything that I'm talking about with this stuff, then you just need to learn what options are and then what vertical credit spreads are. I've been explaining it to a lot of people, getting really good at explaining it. If you did want to learn that stuff and how to avoid these mistakes and the mistakes of other people, the secret is to join our private trading group where we share our wins, our losses, which is honestly probably more important than us sharing our wins. And we share our lessons learned in real time. We're in there almost every single day throughout the week, talking about what trades we're making, if we're doing vertical credit spreads, if we're doing covered calls, if there's just some random news in the market. Honestly, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about ETFs and we started talking about DRAM. That thing has kind of blown up. I've made some good money from it, and I'm really looking forward to it throughout the next year or so, just because of the sector it's in. But yeah, it's a good place for sharing information, and it's way better than trading on your own, winning some, losing some, but not having anyone to talk to them about. So you can join Mammoth Money Academy for free and learn about financial literacy and stock investing. Right, that's pretty much the whole gist of that. But if you do want to join the private trading group, that costs money, and there'll be an option for you to do that within the free community. But even if you don't want to pay anything, just join the free community. It's free. Uh, at Mammoth Money Academy, we learn and grow together. Right, as you can see, I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I'm never going to claim to be perfect. Um, in March, I felt like I might have been close to perfect, but as we see, I am not. And that's okay, right? That's okay. I'm enjoying this learning process. Sometimes you need to be humbled. Sometimes you need to take losses so you can bounce back and, do more after the fact. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments or click the link in the description to join Mammoth Money Academy and I'll answer your questions. We can even have a one-on-one. Hope to see you there. Have a good one.